Hey guys, want to bring you another NFL video. So we actually saw the breaking news yesterday while we were working, and we wanted to break the news, but was really shocked. Was looking at each other and was kind of like, what what's going on here? Another linebacker retiring at the age at the age of 30, and that was really jaw dropping. And to have two players from the same team was really unusual because I think he's actually the fourth or fifth player to retire within the last 2 weeks um, from the NFL under the age of 30. So that was kind of interesting stat and mind blowing that you have two guys there at the same position, and this was supposed to be Chris Borland's taking over probably the starting position for not Bowman, but Patrick Willis, and looks like he's calling it a career. Now, um, it took some time to weigh in, so I would say all the people that were like Niners fans, fans, players, and stuff. So perspectives from fans, especially if you're a Niners fan. I mean, for him, I think you should let him be able. I mean, we're here on Earth. You should be able to make a decision for yourself. And if his decision is to leave football because he values life, and which is good because that's especially he has the opportunity to be able to do it. Especially, I'm pretty sure he's intelligent enough, and it sounds like he had a lot of time on his hands to make this decision and to make sure he knew what was going to happen. Um, but I mean, there was some questions that's kind of unusual. Like, if you knew you took this much risk from early on, um, high school, pee wee football, and then college, and then NFL. If you knew you're taking this much risk, why did you take it at the first place then? If you knew because little kids, if you think about it, yeah, the hits aren't hard, but there's one thing that you can't fight back: the ground. When your head snaps back and hits the ground, it could cause a concussion right there and then. So if he, I know that you probably were young and you didn't know and stuff like that. Most young kids don't know or is not informed, but you have parents. And the thing is, for some, this is the way to take care of family and stuff like that. I understand. So for him, he at least he is educated enough that it has probably a backup plan in line and going to do something with it. Because the mind's is very delicate and you don't want to waste it. So for him, at least he has something, and it takes a lot of courage. Especially, he didn't make that much money. He made about $600,000 this year, which is most people would say, "Oh, that's a lot of money," but that's not a lot compared to other players in the NFL. Patrick Willis, that makes sense because you have you make millions of dollars. Chris Borland, that takes more courage for him to leave because you're not financially set, especially if you live in the Bay Area. I'm not sure if he's going to still plan on staying around here in the Bay Area or California, but yeah, because you're in the Bay Area, you're definitely in the top 10. They said San Jose, Oakland, and San Francisco is in the top 10 most expensive cities to live. And so if he's planning to stick around, his money's probably going to last only, I would say, 2 years, 3 years at most. Um, if he bought a place or anything like that, but I doubt it. A small contract like that, he could probably buy a decent house, a starter house or something. But getting off track. But I think for him to leave football, and that takes a lot of courage. Most people will say this. Oh, he's a wussy. He's scared. Um, imagine getting hit quite often and playing in the NFL. You don't know until you're put in his position. So obviously, I've gotten hit a couple times. It hurts. It sucks when you have a concussion. You don't remember what happens or what's going on, and until you're put in that situation. I mean, for me personally, if having a family and everything, I could see two coins on the story, two sides of the coin. One, you're taking care of family. I don't think he has a family. He's not married, I don't think. But for most people, you're probably thinking, oh, I gotta take care of my family and everything, and provide. Second is you want to be there for them to enjoy it too. So I could see a new trend happening with this. Um, I could see players playing maybe their first or up to, like, maybe Patrick Willis, like up to their 30s and then quit afterwards at a young age, or even before 30, or even making a couple $millions. You could live different parts of the country very well off with a couple $millions, and you invest it and know how to save and work on that. You'll be taken care of. Like if you were like Brett Favre, live in Mississippi, you're taken care of. So cost of living is very low in that part of the country. But if you're in California, New York, two of the most expensive states, Hawaii, then you're going to need more money than that. So I could see some players. This could be a new trend because there's a couple players that retire early. They're going to be able to retire and enjoy playing basketball, doing all these spending time with your family and stuff like that. So I could see guys playing for NFL players per se because of how much physical hits and how much it takes out of you. So I could see playing a couple years, make your money. It's the best of both worlds in that sense. You got your NFL career, you have a short career, and then save that money. Your family's taken care of if you do it right, if you have that education and that financial background. And then I think that's probably a new trend that could be seen. So go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe on what you thought about Chris Borland retiring early. Especially his future was so bright in the NFL. But you know what? For every Chris Borland or Patrick Willis, any of these players that retired recently at a young age, you're going to have 10 to 20 extra guys that's willing to take their spot. Alright, thanks guys.